friends, it's Holly and welcome back to my channel, Smile by Holly. Thank you for joining me. So today we've got a real treat. It's actually a treat box with a greeting card. And look at this cute little girl. I'm using treasure box designs today, and I'm using the Lemonade Girl and the Lemonade title. And I just think I'm so in love with treasure box designs because they are just so fabulous. But isn't she just adorable? So she's on the front, and then this opens up and you've got a little greeting card right here. You could write a cute note. You could even put something right here. I've just added that fresh lemonade. And then you've got a little box for treats. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, this would be so perfect for those little lemon drops. Wouldn't that be so cute with this lemonade card? So I think I'm going to go grab myself some lemon drops and pop them in this little lemonade card. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started and I'll show you how to make this. Okay, to get started, you will want a piece of paper that is 9 3/4 by 5. 9 3/4 by 5. And then bring in your scoreboard. And on the long side, the 9 3/4 side, you want to score it at 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 6, 6 1/2, and 9 1/4. Okay, go ahead and turn it to the shorter side. This is the 5-inch side. And you want to score it at 1/2 inch, at 4, and at 4 1/2. Okay, we are done. Alrighty, so I've made kind of a template so that you guys could see what we are going after. I think sometimes that helps when you can kind of visualize, because it's hard. Geez, see those score lines. It's hard to see those score lines. But what you want to do is you want to start out with the double scores at the top. Do you see those double scores? And then there's just a single score line right here. So start with the double scores on the top. And then this is going to be on your left-hand side. It's the 1/2 inch score line. Okay, so bring your scissors in, and we are going to cut out this square and then these two squares. Okay, so this bottom square, I think if we all have our papers going the same way, it'll make sense as you go to cut it. And then these two top squares. I love the idea of the card being hooked onto the box. I think that's such a fun thing. Okay, so we've cut off that. Now let's go ahead and cut up our slit, because this is going to be one of our tabs. Okay, that's going to be a tab. And what I like to do with tabs is I like to just take a little teeny tiny bit off both corners. You can see that, look how little, just teeny tiny, so that my tab folds in nice and easy. Now flip your paper over and you've got 2 tabs. Well, we don't need 2, so cut all the way up and then let's cut one of those tabs off. Boom. Once again, it's a tab, so let's give it a little haircut. It's just so slight. Now over here, what we are going to do, if you want to keep looking at your template, we're going to leave these 2 long ones on. But over here is a tab, so we're going to mimic what this tab is. I'm going to cut up the score lines. And we're going to cut off just one of those squares because we don't need a double tab. Okay, now I'm going to give my paper a little haircut. The other day I was talking about giving my paper a haircut, and I had to go get a haircut because it made me keep thinking, oh my gosh, I got to go get that done. Anyway, so now we are over to this side, and we are going to cut out both of those long rectangles. So both of those rectangles out. Okay, now come on over here. This is the paper how we started the orientation. What we're going to do is we're going to cut up these 2 slit lines, because that's going to be a tab. And you can kind of visualize it once you get started. So because that's a tab, we'll take a little bit off and a little bit off. Okay, now what we're going to do, come up to this top corner. We are just going to slice it diagonally, take a little bit off. Okay, then here you've got this square in here. You could cut the square out, but an easier way is to just cut kind of diagonal. I'm going to go to the diagonal where they cross, and then cut out. So that's what it's going to look like. Now, what you want to do is you want to start with your paper. This is going to be your greeting card over here on your left side. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fold and burnish. So I folded and burnished everything. Now the orientation you want for your paper is you want the 2 score lines up here on top and then the 1 score line down here. You also want the flap, which is your greeting card, to be over here on your left-hand side. So once again, the 2 score lines up here, the 1 score line up here, down here. What we're going to do is you can see how this is going to fold over and make our box, and then this will be the cute top for the greeting card. So I'm just going to put some glue on my tabs and make sure you get the orientation right so your book opens like this. I guess you could have it open like this. It would be just fine. Okay, I'm just going to fold my edges up. And while it's open and I'm holding this, I'm going to round my corners right here. It will make it nicer to fold my lid in. So just rounded the corners. Okay, so that is good. What we're going to do is put some glue here and some glue here on both of those tabs, and we are going to fold it in. It just kind of sits snug in there. So down here on the bottom, a little bit of glue, and then on the side, and I'll show you what I do. So on the bottom and on the side, I actually tip my little box up and kind of put a little bit of pressure on so it gets glued really nicely right there. So I'm just going to hold this for a minute. Tell me what you guys are up to. It's so hard. I wish we could actually talk during my videos. I'm still trying to figure out how to do a live. And it's just taking me forever because I'm a little bit slow with technology. But that would be so fun to be able to do a live and talk to you guys at the same time. Now, before we go on any further, take a little round punch and make a notch. It'll make it easier so that you can get the lid open and shut. I'm just going to take a little bit more, rounded that corner. Okay, then the lid should just go down there nicely. Oh yeah, that works good. You know what this reminds me of? Those little sweetheart candies box that you get at Valentine's. Doesn't it look like that size? But then here we've got the fold over greeting card where you could decorate the front and then write your note on the inside and then put your sweet treat in there. So we're just going to do some quick decorating because I have these fun treasure box designs. We're going to switch it up just a little bit, and we'll put the lemonade for this one on the front and then the little girl in the inside. So this actually makes me kind of crave lemonade. I'm a Diet Coke drinker, but making all these lemonade things, I'm like, huh, that sounds pretty good right now. Okay, I did cut a piece of paper. You could put it here or you could put it here. So many different things. You could write your note here. I'm going to put Little Miss Lemonade right there and then put this here where you could technically write on that. This piece is 2.5 by 3 1/4. And once again, it could go either place and maybe you could write your note there. Just whatever. Crafting is so fun, because there's no set rules. I mean, of course you have to follow measurements if you want your project to turn out, but it's all about making it with your kind of taste and your design. Okay, we'll put Little Miss Lemonade Girl there. And then let's add a few little flowers onto the front just to give it a little bit of boom. Oh, it's so cute. So here are our 2 cute little treat boxes with a greeting card. Isn't that just so fun? I love it, I love it, I love it. So once again, make sure you go in and check out Dina's designs over at treasurebox designs. On Etsy, she has a shop that is Treasure Box Graphics, and you will just, I know you'll just fall in love with all the things that she has because she is so creative. Anyway, so I hope that this box maybe gave you some ideas of some fun things to make. I hope you're having a fun crafting day, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye, everybody.